Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as Ivy Winter. Hope you guys are having a great day, night, weekend, whatever it may be that you're watching this. I wanted to talk a little bit about my plans for my upcoming trip. So if you didn't see the video before, I announced about a week and a half ago, depending on when this video goes up, that I am taking a last minute, surprise to myself even, trip to Disney World, and I'm only going for 3 days, and I'm going solo. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my plans and how going solo has affected how I plan and what I'm planning to do. So I am going down on February 29th, which is a Monday, and I am leaving on March 2nd, which is a Wednesday. What that means is having a whole weekend to pack, and that can make the difference between packing right and packing in a hurry and missing things and all of that good stuff. What I'm doing is I'm coming in at 7:30 in the morning. I am supposed to land at 10:30, though that is a very generous estimate. Usually when there's an estimate from New York to Orlando, they say 3 hours. I've never had a flight take more than about 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I expect we'll actually be landing about a half an hour earlier than that. But for the sake of argument, let's say I land at 10:30. By the time I go downstairs and catch the Magical Express and actually get to All Star Sports, probably be about another hour and a half. I'm going to get to my hotel around, let's say 11:30. I'm going to say 11:30 and check in. And if a room isn't ready, what a great thing that Disney does is they'll just hold your bags for you. Actually, almost any hotel should do this for you. Ooh, my phone is blowing up. Any hotel should do this for you, not just Disney, but Disney will always do this for you. You can come in, you can check in. They obviously know you don't want to waste a minute. You want to go to the parks. You can leave your bags, and when your room is ready, they'll just bring your bags to the room. I'm going to drop off my bags, and I'm going to be heading straight to the Magic Kingdom because I love starting my trip at the Magic Kingdom. Having the castle be the first thing I see is just super quintessential for me. And I've definitely had trips where I haven't done that, and that's fine, but I prefer it. And since I'm traveling solo, I can do whatever I want. So I'm going to be going straight to the Magic Kingdom. I have a 1 o'clock lunch reservation at Be Our Guest, which I'm kind of iffy about because I've heard about the new forgive me for not remembering the name of it. It's the something canteen restaurant over by Jungle Cruise. This is terrible. I'm telling like the biggest Disney phony in the world. Skipper's Canteen, there we go. And that right now is not doing ADRs. It is a sit-down restaurant, but they are not doing ADRs. It's all walk-ups currently. So I'm unsure if I want to try that out because it's new or if I just want to stick with Be Our Guest, which I've done lunch at before and really enjoyed. So it's kind of up in the air. I'm gonna do lunch. I do have a fast pass for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train from 1:30 to 2:35. 1:35 to 2:35. And you might think, oh my god, how do you have lunch at 1 and then fast pass overlapping? I'm not concerned. I'm a fast eater, especially even with table service. I can be in and out in less than an hour. And as one person, I can definitely be in and out in less than an hour and get over to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which I did not have an opportunity to ride last time because I was with a whole group of people. One of those people, my boyfriend, was not enjoying Disney as much as I do, and you know, that's fair, that's okay. But we missed our fast pass because there was a lot of trying to appease everybody. So I'm really excited to get to ride it, and I'm going to ride it. So Seven Dwarfs Mine Train Fast Pass, I have some time in the middle, and I believe I have Fast Passes for Splash and Space Mountain later. I do have a dinner reserved at Kona Cafe because I love the Polynesian. I've never eaten there. I've eaten at Ohana, but I've never eaten at Kona Cafe. But it's at 8:35, which means missing wishes and probably being able to catch some of the Main Street Electrical Parade, but otherwise missing out on wishes. So I'm iffy about whether I want to do that or not. And then that will be my day then. I know that Magic Kingdom is open, I believe, until 11 or 12 that night. So it's possible I might just pop back into the park for a couple hours before I go to bed, but that might also be crazy because I'm gonna have to be up at 4:30 in the morning for that flight that same day coming in, so we'll see. Then on Tuesday, I am doing 3 parks, and I don't know if I've ever done 3 parks before. Maybe I have, but I can't remember when. So I am going to Animal Kingdom in the morning, and then from there I'm going to Hollywood Studios. I'm really excited to meet Kylo Ren. That's the biggest new addition I'm excited for. I haven't even been able to see the whole new Star Wars launch bay area. We last went in September, and that opened in December, so that's all new and exciting for me. So sure, I'd like to ride Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster and Star Wars and all that. We'll see what happens. I am hoping for Symphony in the Stars. They haven't released a schedule yet for March. But they do have dessert parties for it that can still be booked until March 19th. So my thinking is it's going to happen. So my plan is to stay until Symphony in the Stars, catch that, and then take the walk from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, who's having a extra magic hours in the evening that night. So some of you may or may not know this, but you can walk from Hollywood Studios to Epcot. A slow walker probably takes about a half an hour. I'm a fast walker, native New Yorker, what can I say? It probably takes me about 20 minutes. You get to pass through the boardwalk, which is lovely, and walk right in that World Showcase entrance of Epcot. So my plan is to catch Illuminations, do a little slow shopping, maybe catch a few of the movies and all that. I don't expect catching too many rides, but yeah, that's my plan for that night. I'm hoping to meet up with a cast member friend of mine who we have gone way back to when I was a cast member at the World of Disney and Fifth Avenue, which I will do a video about one day, I promise, someday soon. There's a plan. But we're gonna meet up maybe for dinner, but that's kind of my plan for that day. And then Wednesday, I will be at Epcot. That is the current plan. Wednesday's a little up in the air because I think it's going to depend a lot on how much I've gotten done on the other days. But the plan is to do Epcot. I have a lunch reservation at Coral Reef, where I've never eaten before. And I looked at it and went, ooh, fish. And that's kind of why I went there. Not fish on the menu, fish in the aquarium, but also fish on the menu because I like shrimp. So I'm going to do a lunch there before my flight. I figure a nice, good, hearty lunch before I have to go back to the airport. So the idea now is to just kind of spend my morning through afternoon there. My flight home is until like 6:50 something. It's a really odd, specific time. And I'm one of those people who, if Magical Express makes sense for me, I'll catch it. But I don't love the fact that it picks you up 3 hours ahead of time. I feel like that's a little too early, especially for a domestic flight. And I do know the lines out of Orlando. They can be nuts. Far worse than New York ever is. Let me tell you, if you've not flown into New York, you think being a big city, the airports would be nuts. They are nothing like trying to fly out of Orlando. That's like, ugh. Anyway, so even still, if I want to buy myself an extra hour, hour and a half, I'll take a cab and I'll spend that money just to have the luxury of more time in the parks. So we'll see what happens. At that point, that morning, I'll check out and again, have my bags held because Disney's great about that, and just get back to the resort, grab the bag, and head to the airport. So that is my 3-day plan of trying to tackle as much as I can without putting too much pressure on myself. I only have one dinner reservation. I've left my Tuesday night open. I'm super flexible about my food reservations. I can definitely move them around ahead of time. I'm not a person who's like crazy about that. I'm really looking forward again to the solo aspect of it because I can really do whatever I want and get there whenever I want and ride whatever I want. And I'm actually looking forward to taking my time. I feel like I'm normally a person who loves to go commando and be like, hit all the rides, do everything you can. But I kind of want to take my time and I want to meet characters and I want to stop and watch entertainment that I haven't seen in years, and I want to walk on Main Street and read all of the windows, and I really want to go through the shops and look at everything. I feel like I just never have that time when I'm with other people, and so I'm really looking forward to that this time. Of course, there's some anxieties with going solo, right? I mean, I've always been a person who's felt that I needed someone with me to have fun. I'm totally admit that. I'm not a person who goes to movies alone. I don't normally dine alone, so that's a little scary for me. But I think we all have a little anxiety about traveling alone and going on a vacation alone, especially a vacation that is so cultivated around family and friends and making memories with other people, right? I mean, even when I'm getting these Disney emails, they're referring to me as, you know, the blah, blah, blah family. And I chuckled to myself about like, oh, I'm so offended. How dare they call me family when they know that my reservation is one person? That's a joke. But it still just goes to show that Disney sees this as a family experience or a group experience. And so it's a little daunting to go to this place where it's all about that and just be by yourself. So that's it. That's my itinerary for 3 days. It's a lot to take in, a lot to do, and it's a lot to emotionally handle as one person, but I'm really looking forward to it. So I'd love to hear in the comments below if you think that my plans are good or bad, if you like my food reservation choices, if you don't, if you think there's a better way to utilize my time or get between parks or resorts or whatever it may be. I may have been to Disney a ton of times, but I feel like I'm always still learning about the best ways to do things. So I'm super open to your suggestions. So please let me know in the comments. You can also tweet me at IvyWinterYT. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And that's it. I'm going to be going so soon. I'm so excited. So I guess the next time you really get some videos from me will be trip videos. If not video game videos, I've already recorded. Very possible. Anyway, thank you for listening to my tangent, to my itinerary. I hope you guys subscribe to see more content like this, and have a great rest of your day, week, weekend, whatever it may be. Bye.